and welcome to this episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Ritty and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's the backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the lands and airways of Naarm where this conversation takes place. Land which was never ceded. Land where communities came together to eat seasonally, locally and without exhausting resources. I pay my respects to their elders past and present and to any First Nations people listening today. Today I'm speaking to Matteo Tine. I last spoke to Matteo in 2018 at his now closed restaurant, Mr. Ottorino. And when I looked back over that chat, I'd mentioned that Matteo started talking as soon as I walked in, that his enthusiasm was contagious and that talking to him felt like a really fun ride. Nothing has changed. When I stepped through the door of Orlo, Matteo ran up the stairs to greet me and he just started talking. It was wonderful. He gave me a tour of nearly open Orlo, which is a beautiful venue with multiple zones and vibes in the heritage-listed Dyason Cordial Factory in Collingwood. The main dining room has a beautiful curved marble bar, incredible bluestone walls and a spiral staircase. Then you walk out to the alfresco courtyard out the back, which has a retractable ceiling, beautiful antique Turkish doors, and planter boxes with olive trees and other Mediterranean flora. Downstairs is a bar called the Cordial Club, and there's a private dining area on the mezzanine. Matteo says he's going for an eclectic Mediterranean menu and a wine list where every wine is a banger. I'm definitely there for that. This was such a fun chat, and I can't wait to eat at Orlo. Hi. How are you?
Hey.
Jo.
How you going, Jo?
Yeah.
How you going?
Good.
This is welcome to our new restaurant.
Yeah.
Ish.
Beautiful.
It's coming. Yeah, it's getting there.
Smells new.
Yeah, it's got all the new. It's been a long time in the making. So I kind of came on like 4 months ago from Byron Bay. I was doing Open Pixie.
Yeah.
And then I kind of my contract finished there, and it wasn't really going the direction I wanted to go anyway. So I kind of came back here, and then I was just fluffing around. And then James was good friends with Guy, and guys they like, why don't you do this? So I came on board. So I'm here, and I'm at Young's as well.
Yes.
I'm going to do a tour. So it's basically it's all fire driven. The whole chef, the kitchen's going to be fire driven. So these two are my little workhorses. They're going to be doing noise to it. And then just bits and pieces, the usual things I usually do, like mods and cons, antipasti and that sort of stuff. Not an antipasti, it's kind of an eclectic Mediterranean.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of I'm doing to tell you all this stuff now. I'll tell you later. I'll just give you a tour first.
Yeah.
Okay. This is.
Do you know what? I just read our conversation from a few years ago.
Ottorino?
Mr. Ottorino.
Yeah.
And when and as soon as I walked in, he started talking. I'm like, I'm just recording because he'll start talking.
I'm a talker. I'm good at it. This is a bit of a courtyard. So this is pretty special, and it opens up. So I'll open it up.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Wow.
take a look as well.
Where are they from?
They are Turkish. They're 100-year-old Turkish door. So James is the architect. He's an architect by trade, but he he worked in hospitality for 40 years, and he just loves doing really cool spaces. He's just got this beautiful. This is the Cordial Factory. It used to be the Dyason Cordial Factory.
Yeah.
Back in the 1880s, and then it was used before we took it over. It was an architect firm and stuff. So we took it over, and there was going to be a for retail.
Yeah.
But James was like, nah. He just loves like getting an old space to turn into something that's
so good.
It's just beautiful. So it's like there's nothing really kind of like this, and they built. It's kind of crazy because they built the hotel kind of like as a hotel. They kind of built it like around us, sort of thing. So it actually kind of goes above. It kind of goes above us as well. So. Which is really cool.
It's great.
Yeah,
it's really
unique, but it's like really cool. It's going to be enclosed, so obviously that window there is going to be covered. So it's going to be completely enclosed. So during winter, like, I don't know if you know Lafoot in Sydney, Lafoot is like they got a really cool courtyard. So it's going to kind of be like not the same, but like kind of like, it's a very similar courtyard. It's almost exactly the same. So you got candles and bits and pieces and the lights on, look really cool. Then you put the lights on.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You know, kind of like light up. So at night you can imagine how it'll be really moody.
Yeah.
And it's kind of beautiful.
There's still the old brick and stuff as well, and the wood.
It's amazing. It's like, they don't make, like, I always say to people when we come inside, like, I'll explain to you this whole story about everything. So, like, even just the way they used to make the buildings, like, it's like so neat, but they just use whatever they had, really.
Yeah. So you're going to keep all that?
That stays like that. That's it.
Yeah, that's good.
That's complete.
Oh, I love that.
So this is kind of like, it's going to do like that. This kind of the table set up, kind of style. Some things, like in these tables, I'm not going to put any cloth on them because these are made to be. This is copper.
Yeah.
Like my bench is all copper.
Yeah.
My parts are all copper, so it's spend a lot of money on doing it. So and it's been stained. The guys have stained it, so it looks like kind of like matches in, like it's like kind of old as new. It's beautiful. They've got this beautiful marble and put in some like antique sort of couches. And tomorrow's actually a big day. I've got Joey Jones and Carly coming tomorrow, and then new manager, a new bar manager, my new chef. We're all coming in tomorrow, and hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow there'll be a lot of stuff coming from like all our like kitchen equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to wait to pull the trigger on a lot of things.
That's right.
So it's kind of like one of those things. We go upstairs and have a look.
Little spiral stairs.
Yes.
Wow.
I love a good spiral stairs. It's special. I asked for a fire pole. Just so I go down, but they won't let me look.
Of course you did.
Have fun with that, things. Like, yeah.
Oh, but that's beautiful. Down there on that brick and those. What are those lights?
They're antique also. Everything's antique here.
Yeah.
So James bidded on, found them. I don't know exactly where they're from, but he bidded on them in an antique auction, and won them, and thought, let's put it up. So he's kind of, done a lot of like kind of the interior stuff. Also, McCluskey Studio, which is just down the road. They're the architects that kind of they're the brains behind it. So up here is kind of like good for like 20 function or something. But I think we're going to turn that into a wine wall.
Oh,
there,
wow.
because we need to store wine, and architects are very good at doing spaces, but not very good at thinking about storage. So it's one of those things like, oh, it looks great, but this is storage.
Yeah,
it's not practical. So it's beauty of practicality. I guess.
Like years ago, because I'm a French teacher, but I was doing some lecturing at Otago University in New Zealand, and they built a new library, but they didn't allow for the weight of the books.
Oh God! All the things are bowling.
Yeah.
No, really.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it looks amazing though.
That's right.
No books on it. Looks
books,
great. Yeah, that
right.
looks great. So that's kind of what we're doing. I have a curtain thing here. Kind of. I'm waiting for a mirror man to come here this way. You see me look out the door a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting. We also got a parklet here. There's going to be a parklet that's coming. So that's probably not going to be open. But they'll be building the parklet there, like a really cool. So it kind of got a mirror out the back, out the front. So it's kind of like this stuff. And then this is the downstairs is the Cordial Club. It's called the Cordial Club. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah. So this is kind of a little bar downstairs, a little moody bar, a date nook, I guess.
Oh, it's big though.
It's not as little as as I was saying, but it's kind of it.
Wow.
This is it, beautiful. It's kind of nice. So the whole idea is to.
Is it just a bar, or is there a kitchen?
No. I didn't have it up. So the menu down here is going to be all super snacky, soaky sort of style. Like I'm kind of mirroring. They're mirroring each other.
Yeah.
So the mirror downstairs, kind of whatever I've got on upstairs, kind of mirrors downstairs. But upstairs, like the full shebang. But downstairs, you can only get like nibbles. Cocktails down here, done by Joey Jones, obviously doing the cocktail list. And we're going to try and, it looks incomplete, but this is it's pretty much there. It's just they stuffed up that, so now we're going to get the thing to go. The builders are very good at, making mistakes. And then we're going to do our own branded cordial, seasonal cordial. And try and wholesale it and that sort of stuff. I'm trying to build a brand Cordial because Cordial's had it's got a bit of a bad sort of bad look about it, like sweet and all that sort of stuff.
And,
sugary, kind of Coddies. I mean, everyone loves some Coddies cordial in there, but like it kind of gave it a bit of a bad notion. So we're gonna try and bring it back and show that it can be seasonal and fruity, and it's actually quite French.
They love a good
Yeah, they love
cordial.
cordial, water probably tasted terrible back in the day, so
That's true.
how do we make it taste better? Let's make something called cordial, and that's where we came from. And then, so that's why I've kind of done the menus now eclectic. So it was going to be Greek here.
Yeah, I read that, yeah.
Yeah, and then when I came on board, 4 months ago, 4 months ago, as executive chef of the group and as a creative director. I came into this space and I had my initial meeting with James here. And James like, I want you to go down to Young's and do Young's and blah, blah. Jazz it up, the kind of style of food that he knows I can do, like he likes, so I do this, that, the other. And I came into this space and I'm like, if I'm going to do it, I'm doing both of them.
Yeah.
And I want to take over this. And it was kind of like a crossroads. James was at a bit of a crossroads. He didn't really want to do Greek food. And I kind of came at the perfect time. And I'm like, don't do Greek food here. Don't pigeonhole ourselves. Let's do like a Mediterranean, but eclectic Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Basically, me being kind of selfish, I just want to cook food that I like to eat and I like to do. Like I like to cook. I like cooking. I lost a bit of love for cooking. Where I feel like I was pigeonholed a lot in Italian. Kind of get pigeonholed a lot, and I feel like you feel like you can't move. Like you feel like like the ball. Like I understand. A carbonara gets an egg. Pecorino, pepper, doing stuff with that. I understand. I know all the fundamentals. I'm grossly trained. I think that to understand how to push through barriers, you have to know the barriers and have to know it so well that you can push through the barrier and know this is right to push through and this is wrong to push through. And I'm in my 21st year of cooking. Started when I was 16. A Grossi, and I'm being classically trained and that sort of stuff. Yeah. And I'm just at a stage in my career where I'm like really falling in love with food again. And just doing things that I like to eat and I like to cook.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what this Orlo is. Orlo really is just a representation of food that I think that people love to eat. Like I even like eating Asian food. I'm not saying I'm doing Asian food here, but I like eating Asian food, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese. I love last night I made a laksa last night for me and my partner. We had a laksa for dinner, barbecue chicken laksa. It was delicious, and I'm cooking and I'm finding new things. I've eaten Italian food so much, and it's home. Yeah, Italian food's home, but sometimes it's nice to eat something that's not typical taste that you always eat. And even so, likewise here, I'm doing like a char siu style chicken, and I made like a glaze that's based on the same glaze they use for like char siu pork. I'm putting a bit of Sicilian touch to it. So I'm putting a bit of crushed fennel seed in there, which gives it a bit of a licoricey taste. It's got the brown sugar in there. I'm going to air dry the chicken, wrap it, glaze it, straight on the char grill with a smoky red gum. And slice it, but then I'm going to do it with pickled chimichurri, fermented pumpkin, and my chili sauce that I used to make at Ottorino's. I came up with that at Ottorino's, so it still follows me around, that recipe. And I'm going to put that, so that's the condiments that go with it. So it's kind of like nostalgic, but not nostalgic, but at the same time, it's new. I mean, we're in Collingwood. You can be grungy, you can be eclectic, you can be sophisticated at the same time. Yeah. And I think that's the beauty of the area. And I think this area is the only area you could really do that. I think if you did this style of food that I'm doing in this style of restaurant in the CBD, it wouldn't work. People would be like confused. Here you can really do it. Like people it's almost like expecting the unexpected in Collingwood.
Yes.
Just I should use that and put it in a promo. They can pay me if they want to use that as a promo. Expect the unexpected in Collingwood.
Noted.
Yeah, no. Sold it to the cancel. Yeah. But that's kind of my philosophy. And then likewise, that was my brief for Carlo and Joey James for food. I want it to be fun. The service to be fun. We've got some really good team. We're building a really good team now. Food to be fun. The service to be fun. Sharing, really based on sharing. I don't really want. I if they really want to eat their own meal, have your own meal. Great, you can do what you want. You're paying for it. It's your meal, your experience. But I kind of want to be really based around sharing and fun noisy and
Nice.
but at the same time sophisticated. You know you're in a place that does good food.
Yeah.
You know that you're going to get good wine. You know the Carl's going to do because it's going to curate a wine list that's going to be 120 wines, but it's going to be like basically. I said to him, he's like, "What do you want the wine list to be?" And I'm like, I want every wine to be a banger. I want them all to be bangers. I want I want all of them to be like, nah, that's a good wine.
Yeah.
But not overpriced. I want people to come here 3 times a week. And every time you come here, it's a new experience. Everywhere you sit is a new experience. We sit here, it's a beautiful date. We're having a beautiful date. You sit there, you got your family, nice. Sit over there, we're going to have a bigger table over there. A bit of a party night outside. Oh, it's a bit more, aired out or a bit more kind of European, Frenchy outside, sort of thing. Upstairs, another experience altogether. You can sit at the bar. That's kind of what I want. I want it to be. Very, I want people to come here and feel like they're getting a warm hug.
Yeah.
And in just the food, just like, every time you eat, you're like, I can just keep eating.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Well, how could they not? You're so enthusiastic.
Yeah, I know. I'm a good talker. But,
Yeah, so the last time we spoke,
yes,
we had no notion of what was going to happen. And we are in dark times in hospitality.
Yes.
But from talking to you, I wouldn't think that. So... how are you feeling about?
Just keep me with the hard questions.
Yeah.
I obviously went through a really bad time at the end of my restaurant, Miss Ottorino's. I went through a really, really dark time. And that was 2016, 2017 when that happened. And that was before this is happening now.
Yeah.
So I went through a dark time before that. So I completely get it.
Well, when I spoke to you, you were like, we're going to be around forever.
Forever, yeah.
We're going to have all these regulars.
Yeah.
You didn't even know what's...
No, I didn't know. We did 3 years.
Yeah.
We did have 3 years, which was great. Great 3 years. Probably I wouldn't be the chef I am today or the business-minded person I am today without Miss Ottorino's, which is just around the corner. Which is like, it's like I'm coming full circles. It was. What I think right now about the industry is I think that there is a lot of. I feel sorry for a lot of people going through the hard times, and I genuinely empathise with them because I get it, I understand it, but I think that you need to bend or you break, sort of style. And I'm not saying that people are not spending money like they should be. I get that, I understand that, but it's not the first time it's happened. It's really not. I mean, you can't expect a boom all the time. You can't expect it to boom. When I first started in hospitality in 2003, they had the lunches. Like the government was giving, like you could claim lunches. So I was at Florentino's, working at Florentino's, and every lunch, Monday to Saturday, was full. Yeah. Like you could just, it was hectic, and I was like, this is never going to end. All of a sudden, that well stops. And then if you feel sorry for yourself and go, no, this is why it's happening to me, then you never break through it. But you just gotta continue evolve. You gotta take the challenge, roll with the punches a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that that's like I'm not saying stop swooking, but I'm saying that you just gotta look at it and kind of, it's a brave new world.
Yeah.
Just go move with it. You don't have to, like, I'm doing a $20 pasta at Young's. We're doing a $20 pasta for every lunch apart from Sunday. So Tuesday to Saturday, $20 pastas. And I'm calling it Spaghetti About It. It's called Spaghetti About It. What's for lunch? Spaghetti About It. Come in. That's my promo thing I'm doing, which looks really cool. I'll show you.
I'll have to come down because I teach in Camberwell's. I'm like,
yeah. So and I'm like. And it's like I came up with this little idea, but it's like the whole bending or breaking sort of style thing. So I can show you now quickly. This is like kind of the style it's going to be. Mind you, there's like these kind of things.
Nice.
So forget about it. So it's all like this. It says 25 there, but it's actually going to be 20, making it cheaper.
So good.
So this sort of style, kind of like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to do posters, and it's a lost leader, really. I just want people to come in, bums on seats.
Yeah.
Just to get people out and eat. I mean, like, yes, it's cheap, but I can't go and start charging $38 for a bowl of pasta for lunch and expecting us to be busy. Like, you need to just, you got to adapt. You've got to adapt with the times. I mean, that's my philosophy. I think it's really important we keep produce local. because we're worrying about restaurants, we're not thinking about the domino effect it has.
Oh, absolutely.
Farms and farmers and or even suppliers, they're all strict. The more restaurants are shut down, the harder it is for them. Number one, a lot of the places liquidate, and then they lose the money that they owed, and they don't have that. They don't have that. They're not supplying anymore to as many restaurants, and there's more people trying to take that piece of the pie. Like it's a sad time. But I think that, we'll get through it. I think that us opening at this time is actually a positive because, it's sad times, but we want to make something happy. We want people to come in and be happy,
Yeah, well, I think only light can drive out darkness, and more darkness doesn't create light, does it? So I think you're right. It's good for you to look forward and be uplifting.
Well, that's exactly. I think that was something from Star Wars, right? It sounds like something from Star Wars.
It does, doesn't it? I know, that's right.
But that's true. That's
wisdom from Star Wars.
Yes.
Right. And so, how often will you change the menu?
I want the menu. So the menu will be definitely super seasonal. So at the moment I'm doing a winter menu. It'll evolve. I'm not going to say change. I don't like to say the word change. It evolves. Yes. The menu evolves. Yeah, because I think that you keep your signatures or things that are going really well, and you evolve them. The components and the condiments that go with it evolve. I will probably change the menu or evolve the menu probably weekly, depending on what I've got. We've got to print the menu in-house, which is a smart thing. I'm using a local seafood supplier. He's going to call me every morning and tell me what's happening. If there's anything that's super on special or something that, even if you get something that niche that comes in, gets a kilo of sardines, just bring them to me. I don't want anyone else to have, they're my sardines. I had a meeting with him. I'm like, they're my sardines. No one gets them. Put them on. If I get something, if he goes, Red Emperor is just catching really well at the moment or whatever, I'll change the menu to Red Emperor and put that on for that week, and then it might change back to the previous fish. I don't know, but it's just going to evolve and adapt. I want people, because we want to be a little local. I want people to come in and not go, just that again.
Yeah.
I want them to go, oh, that's new. But at the same time, I want them to say, get that, because that's still on the menu. Yeah. I'm doing no pasta. Only pasta I'm doing is I'm doing a conchiglione, big shells, filled with cacio pepe sauce, and it's baked in a jospa. And that's like a side dish. So my mac and cheese sort of style.
Yum.
There's a little thing.
Yeah.
So I think that the pasta we do will be an accompaniment to the protein.
Yeah.
Rather than being the main part of the dish. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
yeah. And so you're calling on any Mediterranean or your own.
Well, my background is Sicilian.
Yes.
Sicilian Roman. So 100%. I've grown up. I've got Greek friends, and Lebanese friends, and Turkish friends, and I've got them all. So I'm kind of calling on all the things. I'm doing I'm doing these Spanish style lamb ribs with a fermented honey tune. It's kind of doesn't make sense, but it makes sense when you eat it.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I'm calling on Sicilians. So the reason why food in Italy and Europe is so good is because they cook what they've got that's around them, and they just make that so good. Yeah. They don't just go, let's get in Spain. You wouldn't go there and be going, let's get burrata. Get burrata, whatever. Which is not saying you can't do it. I'm saying, but what they would do is they go, don't have burrata. Let's use this queso, which is a fresh queso, which is locally made. And then they use that, and because it's locally made, it makes sense because of the terrain and the weather.
Yeah.
So I kind of the philosophy of with food, just kind of doing things that are seasonal, things that make sense for around where we are. I'm just not going to try and source things from too far away. Try and get things more local and just keep it simple and just not overly play with it. That's kind of my philosophy. I just kind of want to do. I just really help food, nice food that's around us. Romaro Farm, we've got really beautiful radicchio at the moment, so that's probably going to feature. I speak with some meat suppliers and that sort of stuff, and just kind of it makes it easier. If you're speaking to your suppliers and farms and what they're growing, it dictates to you what your menu's going to be. rather than racking your brain and what do I put on the menu? Well, they've got this, and then if you know your food, you know, well, you got radicchio, well, then that helps us this, you know, helps away this way, or cabbages, you know, whatever they got.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of how I write the menu. So even people always go, what's on your menu? It's like, well, I can't tell you because we're opening in 3 weeks, so the menu will probably change 6 times before.
Yeah.
It's literally every day I just keep changing. Like,
so it is 3 weeks off?
We are opening to the public on the 28th of June 2024.
Right. It's my birthday the next day. I should
Oh, really?
My birthday.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's exciting. Okay.
Yeah, it is exciting.
So will you be on the pans?
I will probably be a bit of everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be on the pass, not on the pans because we're not really using pans. We're using
okay.
Not really, so,
on the Josper.
On the Josper. But I'll probably be on the pass and just overseeing everything and for the time being. But yeah, I mean I'm very hands on.
Yeah.
Like
It'll smell really good in here as well with the
Oh, it's going to smell amazing. And they've got a fireplace next door, and if you're going to you smell the fire. It feels like it's already on the Josper.
Yeah.
It's like it's just smell like you smell the.
So nice.
Well, the Josper is a good oven. It's beautiful, but I'm really excited to use the wood fire, the open fire pit. I'm just really excited for it.
Yeah.
You know, I want to hang things there and let them smoke and got some really cool ideas of stuff. Food.
It's good to be excited about things again.
Yeah.
Was it different cooking in Byron Bay?
Byron Bay was great, but it was challenging because you're dictated to what you put on the menu a lot by. It sounds cliche by what tourists and regulars want. Sounds funny, but you're dictated to what you put on the menu by them, and which can be great, but at the same time, so in Byron Bay, you need to get 100% of people to like what you do, 100%. So you've got to go safe.
Yeah.
Where here, in Melbourne, I can get 80% of people to like it, 70% of people like it, and it'll still be busy.
Yeah.
You don't need to get every single person to be like, oh, it's a banger. Where in Byron Bay, everyone's got to like it. There's no room for error because it's so seasonal and so transient that you just have to have winners.
Yeah.
And it kind of is. I understand it. It was different for me. I'm a Melbourne boy. Been over there, and my first menu was a bit. Well, I think personally, I loved my first menu, and a lot of people loved it. But we had to move with the times, and it was like people were like, "Oh, we expecting this, expecting that," and then you kind of buckle, and you start doing things. And then it got to a stage where I was like, you know what, I was not loving it.
Yeah.
And I'm an enthusiastic person. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell.
No.
If you can tell I'm an enthusiastic person. And I started losing enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I started losing it. I'm like, well, I'm losing it. I'm like, I'm not and my partner was like, it's not you. You're not being you. I'm so enthusiastic and this and that. Well, I was at the stage I was like, kind of a bit blah.
Yeah. What made you go there?
A few reasons. I've always wanted to work abroad or interstate.
Yeah.
And I kind of went there ironically, the food that I'm doing here is very similar to the food I wanted to do there. But a lot of different owners, I might get in trouble for saying this, a lot of different owners, a lot of different opinions, and so many opinions, your opinion kind of gets faded out over so long, so then you just can't, lost. But here I pretty much got full,
amazing.
I speak to one person, I got full, it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, could be Matteo, you've done bad. I won't be, knock on wood. But, I know how to cook, I know what I'm doing. I know what people want, I know what they want. Here I'm kind of got full reins. Like James giving me the keys to the kingdom and gone, do your food, I love your food, do your food, do what you want. Just do. I know you're going to make it good. Yeah. Just here's the parameters. Parameters are make it accessible so people they don't go. Don't be. Which I'm business minded. I know I'm not going to do silly things.
Yeah.
It's got obviously food costs and all sorts of stuff comes into it. Obviously with today's society, which actually, if you're smart, that also dictates you to the menu. The menu's dictated to by how much things cost.
Yeah.
If we were in a big boom, I'd have foie gras and truffles everywhere and caviar everywhere and
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
So my menu is dictated to using secondary cuts and, being sparing with things that you like, use caviar, be sparing with it, So that's also another way that dictates to you how you do your menu.
Yeah.
That's me in a nutshell. Yes, that's
it. And what does the name mean, Orlo?
Orlo is actually in Italian, and Orlo it has nothing to do with it. But an Orlo is the hem of a shirt is an Orlo. But also it's the Orlo is also a flat space between two buildings is called an Orlo. It's Latin for us. Yeah. So it's it's a foundation.
Okay.
So like another word for foundation. So we're building so it's kind of our foundations and the building because that's old building. So we're kind of bringing it to life. And then the Cordial Club, obviously because of the cordial.
Yeah.
But our logo for the Cordial Club is an emu flying, about to fly. I can try and show you. Because it sounds funny.
There's a lot going on.
It's an emu trying to fly. Yeah. So it's like I'll show you. It's it makes sense when you hear why. So that's the Cordial Club's logo.
Oh wow! But it's a bit like a phoenix.
So that's great you say that.
Oh,
because it's meant to represent. So the actual. So I've got this bottle here is a 1800s bottle of cordial from the building. So I actually. Oh yeah, I'll tell you here so you can. So this is the original bottle. The building. That's the original bottle. So it's 1800s from the 1800s.
Oh, it's got an emu on it.
Yeah, it's got an emu. And so basically, the whole point of the emu is, what does a phoenix do?
It rises from the ashes.
It rises from the ashes, and we're bringing the Cordial Factory back to life, and it's like a little homage to the whole.
I love it.
Yeah, do you like that? So I am kind of these are worth $120. This bottle, yeah. Cause I went online. I went to an auction. I was like googling it, and I was like, I want a bottle. And it's like, yeah, auction's in like a month. He's like, but I've got one downstairs. I was just like, I saw it the other day. You have it if you want. And I'm like, yeah, I took it. And then the auction came. They were like, it's all for $120 each.
Oh my gosh!
So I'm like, oh, thanks, mate. You probably didn't realise.
No.
Okay, I told him to come in for a cocktail. So he says, I'll come for a cocktail. So. Yeah, that's a bottle. So that's what it is. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? That's a bit of history,
That's great. Wow. All right. Lovely.
So any other questions?
No, I don't.
I'm not finished talking.
You keep talking.
No.
I don't know. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And I always like catching up with chefs who are doing well still. And who've still got ideas and you're still excited by, possibilities.
After we spoke, and then obviously I ran shut down, which was sad. And then I ended up going to bar. I went back to Florentino's for a little bit. And then I went to Bar Carolina. I was at Bar Carolina for 2.5 years as the executive chef there. And then COVID hit. And then I went back to Grossi. Grossi took me back and I just helped him with Grossi Casa. And then I went upstairs and ran upstairs as the head chef of upstairs, Florentino's. And then this opportunity came for Byron Bay.
Yeah.
And we did that. And then 2 years later, I'm back in Melbourne.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to. I thought I was going to stay there.
Really?
I thought I was going to stay there. And I actually loved Byron Bay. It's a beautiful place.
A lot warmer than here.
Oh, it's a lot warmer. Like right now, you can be sunbaking right now. Like literally sunbaking. But it's not even just that. It's more. It's just more. So it's a bit like it's less traffic and that sort of stuff, but it's a bit clicky and a bit. It's only one way in, one way out of Byron Bay, So like once you're in there, you're in a little bubble, sort of thing. And I'm a city boy, I've got a lot of friends here, and so I don't know. So but it's good though. I'm happy. I'm back and I'm smiling still. So see if I'm still smiling in a month's time.
That's right. I'm sure you will be.
There's lots of things coming, so stay tuned. This is like one of we want to really grow the company. So we're kind of turning into like the Eastern Grace Group, like as in like a company, rather than being that's my thing. Kind of instead of being like separate like entities, I want to try and turn to like one umbrella company.
Yeah.
That makes it easier, for me to say I'm executive of the Eastern Grace Group rather than I'm executive of this place.
Yeah, that's
So we've got a couple of really cool ideas that we want to do. I think that you got to strike while the iron's hot, as they say, and I think that now's the right time. I understand something out there.
Yeah.
And you read every day. There's more places shutting than are opening.
And there are places that have been around for a long time as well.
But people have got to eat, and it's like we've been through some pretty hard times. In the past, and why can't we come through on the other side with a smile? I mean, it might be harder, a little bit harder, but I don't know. I think that it's good timing. It's been a couple of years. Building this has taken a couple of years, a year and a half, or 2 years. So it's been a lot of it's heritage listed. So it's like everything you do is like no, yes, no. So it's like poor James has been like pulling his hair out. So I think so. Yeah. So yeah.
Amazing.
Cool.
Thank you.
Did you get all the information?
I think so, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with the Chef with Matteo Tine at Orlo. If you liked what you heard, you can sign up for the Orlo newsletter online, which is www.orlo.com.au. And then you can find out all about their opening and what's going to be going on there. Or you can follow them on Instagram at orlo.collingwood. If you'd like to hear more stories from other chefs, I'm on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef. You can read the chat and become a subscriber at www.conversationwithachef.com. And of course, you can follow me on Apple and Spotify podcast. You could even leave a review. That would be amazing. I would love it if you told a friend about my chats, because that's still the best way to get the stories out there. Once again, thanks so much for listening. Have a great day and bon appétit.